Very good afternoon to all of you. Today I am here to present my seminar on the topic atomic structure, which is the part of micro teaching of online refresher course on Indian knowledge system, which is organized by UGC MMTTC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University. Here, today we will see the atomic structure. First of all, this online refresher course, which is organized by UGC MMTTC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, which is scheduled from 8 July 2024 to 22nd July 2024. My topic of micro teaching is atomic structure. So I am Dr. Anis Ahmed Sheikh, who is going to deliver the seminar on the topic atomic structure. So, very first, in the year 460 BC, Democritus developed the concept of atom. When he was pounding the material in his mortar and pestle, he found that after number of division, one stage will come where there is no further division is possible. That stage is known as atom. That is the indivisible portion or indivisible part is known as atom. So atom is a Greek word which means indivisible. So I think it is not clear. So I will go for next slide. Okay, yeah, now it is okay. Okay. No, it is visible. So atom is a Greek word which is given by Democritus, and when he was pounding the material in mortar and pestle, he found that one stage will come when there is no further possibility of the division. So that stage he called it as a atom. So atom is actually the part of atom is a word which is having two subunits. It is nothing but the Greek word that is atoma. Atoma is nothing but the indivisible. So it is a combination of two words. That is A. A is known for absent and toma is the divisibility. The species in which there is absence of the divisibility, that stage is known as atoma. Now, after that, after the Democritus, the new scientist John Dalton in the year 1808 proposed the concept of atom. According to John Dalton, he suggested that matter was made up of a tiny sphere that we are able to bounce around each other with perfect elasticity. And that material which is having the elastic nature, he called it as atom. Now the concept is again replaced by new scientist that is Joseph John Thomson, to whom we are also commonly called him as a Sir J.J. Thomson. He proposed the concept of atom in the year 1898. According to him, he found that atoms could sometimes eject a far small particle or that particle is having the negative charge, and that negatively charged particle he called it that particle as electron. He has proposed the or given the experimental evidences for his theory. Now, after that, in the year 1904, new scientist that is new concept sorry new concept of the atom is given by the same scientist that is J.J. Thomson. He proposed that atom is consist of the negatively charged particle, negatively charged particle which are embedded or which are scattered around the positively charged sphere, just like the plum pudding model. When we see any type of plum or pudding, we will find that some puddings are there in that plum. So here the uh, positively charged surface act as plum, and in that positively charged surface, some small material is embedded. That is nothing but the pudding. So here this positively charged surface is nothing but the proton, and on that proton or on that surface, see these yellow colored particles are embedded. These are nothing but the negatively charged electron. We call that model as plum pudding model. The same concept or the same concept of plum pudding model can also be understood by taking the example of watermelon. In watermelon, you will find that watermelon is having the large fleshy material. In that fleshy material, we will find that small seeds. These small seeds are nothing but the electron, and the fleshy material or red color material act as the positively charged sphere. That is nothing but the proton. After that, in the year 1910, Ernest Rutherford given the concept of atom. According to him, he found that atom is not having only this particle arm, and these particles are arranged in a specific manner or in the specific distance. He purposed the concept of helium nuclei experiment in that he covered that helium nuclei in the gold foil, which is having the some atom thicks, and they found that from that helium nuclei, one particle out of 10,000, they are almost passed through that gold foil. Now, this is the photographical representation of the experiment of Ernest Rutherford. So, this is the central part is a gold foil in which the helium particles are there embedded. They found that while most of the helium nuclei pass through the foil and very less, that is 1 out of 10,000, is deflected, and these he surprised that some helium nuclei are bounced straight back, and he found that some helium nuclei are coming back from this gold foil. So he come to the conclusion that when there is some particle is there inside that gold foil, means that particle is nothing but the positively charged particle, and due to that positively charged particle, the helium nuclei are coming back to its original position. So this is nothing but the repulsion of the same charge. So history of atom shows that Rutherford has given a new concept in which he come to the conclusion that the central part is the nucleus, and in that nucleus it consists of the proton, that is the positively charged particle, and around that nucleus it is having the negatively charged electron. Now after that, the new scientist, that is Neil Bohr, in the year 1913 proposed the new concept of atom. He is a great scientist who has given the clear concept of the atom. According to Neil Bohr, he has the objection of the Rutherford's model. The Rutherford was telling that when electron is moving around the nucleus, one stage will come when there is falling of the electron inside that nucleus. But this is totally objected, because if there is falling of the electron inside the nucleus of atom, so atom will not exist. So this concept has been discarded. Now, according to Neil Bohr, the atom is consist of central part, that is known as nucleus. Around the nucleus, some energy levels are present in which electron is moving. These energy levels he called it as orbit. Now, after that, he proposed this concept of atom, taking the example of planet model, sun and planet model, in which the planets are revolving around the sun. Here the sun act as a nucleus, around the nucleus, number of planets are revolving. So these planets are behaving as electron. So here, this is the representation of the nucleus. So this representation of the atom. Here the central part is nucleus, around the nucleus electrons are revolving. So these electrons, yellow colored moving particles are nothing but the electron, and central part, that is green and red color particles, are the nucleus, in which proton and neutrons are present. Now this is the example of helium atom, in which the central part is consists of proton and neutron, that is positively charged particle, and around the nucleus electrons are revolving, that is the negatively charged particle. These orange color particles are negatively charged particle, that is nothing but the electron. So these are the proton and these are the neutron. The electron which are revolving in the specific energy level, they called it as a shell or orbit. So what these particles consist of? So these particles are having the different type of charges. So there are three types of particles are present in the atom: the proton, neutron, and electron. The proton and neutron are present in the nucleus, while electrons, which are the negatively charged particle, are revolving around the nucleus. So here the charge on proton is 1. Neutron is having no charge, but the mass is 1. And electron is negatively charged particle, which is not which is having very negligible mass. Now it is the general representation of atom, that is helium-24. Here the atomic number is always written on the base and mass number is written always on the top. So this is the representation. So here it is consist of atomic number of helium is 2, means it is having the 2 proton and 2 neutron, and the mass number of helium is 4, means it is consist of 2 proton and 2 neutron. So here number of electron of any atom is always equal to number of proton. So that atom is having the balanced, and that's why atom is exist. So electrons are arranged in specific energy level or shell around the nucleus. So first shell is having maximum number of electron 2. Second shell is having maximum 8 electron. Third shell is having again 8 electron. After that, the number of electron present in the fourth shell is 18. Fifth shell is 18. Sixth shell is again 32. Okay, 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, and 32 pattern is there. So here atomic structure, there are two ways of representing the atomic structure of any element. So here electronic configuration of atom. So electronic configuration of atom can be represented by dot and cross diagram. So here it is the nitrogen atom. Nitrogen atom having atomic number 7, in which first shell is having 2 electrons, second shell is having the 5 electron. So here nitrogen first shell is having 2 electrons, second is 5. So total 7 electrons are there. So here it is again general representation of the electronic configuration of different atoms. So now this is the examples of more atoms of general electronic configuration. So thank you very much for giving me an opportunity for delivering my lecture in this online refresher course on Indian knowledge system. Thank you. Have a nice day.